and gentlemen, here we are to the final match of the day. Here he is, Frankie, the Boss Leonie.
Founder of the GBHCW, Frankie the Boss Leonie. Over the last 6 years, Frankie the Boss Leonie has done 5 GBHCW wrestling events. He's back here for the 3-way finale match between Draven and Ace of Hearts and, of course, Frankie himself. We'll see what happens, who will be the final champion of the GBHCW today.
The last, who is his ring beauty companion?
Well, that would be Kiki, of course, the first lady East Mississippi. Of course, she's down the line, so I don't know what the hell she's going to do about that.
Now, the last match, my partner Draven, the match with the Ace of Hearts in the ladder match. But we've had a good understanding. We know who's going to walk away from this match with the belt. It's Frankie Leonie! That's right. So, I bring to you the baddest man in the GBHCW, the hardcore person, Draven!
Well, we're cutting right to Ace of Hearts, so I can't believe it. This is all he wants to see.
These warriors are ready to go this afternoon. Call it for Ace of Hearts. Call it for the champ. Bring him on.
Uh-oh. I don't think we're going to be hearing any sweet music this afternoon at all.
Randy takes the guitar. He's especially when the fans gone down. I'm not quite sure here on this southern track.
Well, that guitar doesn't have any strings, so we know it ain't for playing.
Different this time, man. Different this time.
Hey, quartering the belt in the face of Draven.
He's proud of his achievements as champion of the GBHCW.
He's pointing the belt back and forth. He's handing the belt over to the ref. Counts his gift. So if he himself admires the belt, once which he has it.
Yes, he's a washed-up wrestler. He's got a long career behind him.
Oh, no. It looks nice on me. No, it looks much nicer. I'm much bigger.
Oh, they're all trying it on for size. Even the referee, California, Canada, they really want this thing. That's 100% solid gold, solid steel, solid manhood.
Well, look who's got the belt now, huh?
Well, at least you can be trusted because nobody will believe that you're the GBHC champion.
Well, that's correct. I'm weak and I admit it. Why not? Alright, folks, let's see if we can get this 3-way match of death off.
Oh, you better check him again. He had a match.
California with a couple complimentary stretches. He liked it.
Seems like Misbehavior has got a serious problem with us announcers.
He's got a skin of liquor here.
Uh-oh, Ace of Hearts back
Ace of
up.
Hearts from the exterior. It's going to be some lumberjacks out there.
He's not taking any guff. He's just taking this as his own touch. Oh my, whoa! There's a little bit of love on the outside of the ring there. Uh-oh, where's what's this?
You got something to say, Tom? What these two little boys do.
Got nothing on
Now, Ace of Hearts, what the hell did you do between these matches to get ready again to recover those bruises, to recover the damage that you took on that last match?
The Ace of Hearts is always ready.
Oh. Enough said indeed. The Ace of Hearts is not a man of many words. He's a man of action. Isn't that right, Lance?
Well, that's right, depending on who you are.
Leonie! Get in the ring, you pussy!
Hey, shut up over there, huh?
I think all of our attention has been diverted from the ring where the hot action is really taking place. Draven's taking shoulder whips all the way to the ground and he's hurting him.
Leonie betting that $1,000 hairdo.
That was one hell of a reversal! Goodness gracious, great balls of Leonie! It's like a human volleyball match!
I told you this was a cage-free zone!
Draven and Leonie look like they're keeping up on this one. What do you think?
That's right, they're not taking any Ace's crap. They want to deliver every ounce of power that they got in there right to his jaw.
Ace into the corner. Draven slaps to the chest. Big slap on him, backhanded.
Man, that's gotta hurt them nips.
Pull his hair! Pull that fucker's hair!
Ace went to the back. He's hurt. After the beating that he gave to G-Love earlier, I think, or DQ, whatever.
Those are some repeated elbow drops coming out of Draven. Draven's a machine, an elbow drop making machine. Oh!
Oh, God, the chin guards aren't helping here. Draven caught on the back of the knee. Chin guards not doing a thing.
You know what they're doing? This is systematic decapacitating Ace of Hearts. They're taking him one limb at a time, making him unable to fight back.
Well, I've seen this before. Let me tell you that stuttering friend. They're putting him down to nothing. They'll beat on him, and when they're done, perhaps they'll go at each other. And Ace lands.
That was a running bulldog maneuver, and I haven't seen something like that for years.
Ace picked up by the hippie here.
Yeah! Pull his hair!
Ace to the mat. Eat a candy. Oh, some sort of ass drop.
That ass drop was unlike anything I've ever seen.
It was 2 counts. Back into it. 2 counts. He's over.
What the hell are you doing? My belt. How's your problem? I'm gonna win this. What did I tell you? This is my pin.
You know,
who's gonna win the belt?
You know, this is no surprise to me, seeing that all 3 members desire the belt. Everybody is fighting everybody else.
I was seeing a little argument between Draven and Leonie there. It seems as if they can't decide which of them can wear the belt.
His luscious lover outside the ring is really giving him a hand, brushing him off, but not really helping all that much.
Unjust throwing the canvas and back up. And Draven's got it in some sort of lover's embrace. Into the corner. Ace.
My goodness! Man, his head has got to be collapsed after that brutal melon buster.
Ace going for the TO. Call it TO. This is a hardcore 3-way match.
That's right, Lance. I don't think I've ever heard of a timeout in a wrestling match.
California. You gotta let this match go on.
There's no timeout.
Keep calling for it. Some sort of standoff. Some sort of dance.
I think he's trying to impress misbehavior.
Well, that's understandable. Especially in this weather.
Look at those bulging muscles. They're on a life and death struggle.
Shot to Draven Troy.
That's a brutal bitch thing.
Draven up against the ropes. You can't take him legally.
He's only being held up by his hair.
Oh, little slaps to Draven's face and Ace has control. Elbow. 1, 2. Off the corner, turnbuckle. Blue Ace coming for the kill.
I can't believe he's still alive, or maybe he is dead. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Draven may be down, but his hair's still looking good. That's what matters. Oh, come on, he's waiting for the count. Ace calling the other one. Dragon's up.
Well, if Ace was the referee, that match would have been over.
That's the Ace is going. If he's turning around, could this be turning?
It appears that Draven's got some kind of lesion on his head from one of those swift spin kicks of Ace.
Draven coming around. Oh, knee to the face from Ace. Damn, horrible.
Horrible indeed, Lance.
I felt that one. Ace throwing Draven out the wall. Oh, knee to the face. Once again. Draven's horrible.
Now, with all this fast-paced, non-stop action going on in the ring, I'm bound to wonder where the hell did Frank go? Where's Frankie?
Leonie has less than Dean. I have no idea. He's MIA. These two battlers are battling it. Will that be a good description?
That is a good description. Oh! Wow!
Hey, out of the ring. Right now, Draven is technically the only legal man in the match. And look at that mark on his forehead.
That's
For those who can see, look at Draven's forehead.
That
forehead is messed up.
That's a straight up blueprint to Ace's shoe right on his forehead.
Well, we'll thank the good people at Nike for that. Ace's shoe was made by third world slave labor. But no.
Yes, indeed it was. These guys are, it's a life and death struggle. Uh-oh, what are they pointing at? I can't see what's going on. Oh! I was expecting something out of Leonie, but I wasn't expecting that kind of insanity.
Move out of the way!
He's beating up women, he's beating up children, he's going for one thing, and that's the cold gold of the belt. Man! He almost brought down that woman at the edge of the stage. I can't believe it.
Leonie, laying in the grave left.
Who wants the man? Oh, yeah. Here's the pull one.
And he's taking it to Draven.
Gotta get your calcium somehow.
Beat Draven!
Oh!
God milk indeed! That's pain milk! This is a battle of the haircuts.
Come on!
Milk, blood, sweat, and maybe tears. We haven't seen it. Uh-oh.
Double suplex.
Oh no! My goodness!
Yeah, that's right!
Takes the riveted can right in his breadbasket, adding insult to injury.
Draven's our hardcore opponent.
Right into that iron pole. That pole is made out of 1,000 pounds of cast iron.
Oh shit!
Frankie, you want some of this?
You got Ace up in the ring here. We don't need another one.
With us? It's with us.
Uh-oh! It looks like Ace is pulling out the ladder!
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's going to go on here, but I know cold steel
Are you sure
is
it's a good
involved.
idea? Oh, yeah. Danny.
Ethan Hart's taking the ladder, making some room.
I can't believe he's not bleeding. That guy's flesh must be made of steel.
Well, let's not forget he has a sweet boot mark on his chest. Leonie's up. He's looking weak, but ready to retaliate.
Oh, that ain't no little giant. That thing is a pure steel aggression.
I don't know if that Leonie's answer satisfied.
It doesn't matter. It's gonna break under the weight of these hustle and bustle gentlemen.
Shaking your hand.
A reversal suplex. Astonishing power from Frankie, considering the beating he's just taking. He's got him in the crab. He's got him in the crab claw crab shooter. That looks like the sharpshooting crab claw. That is pure agony between both of those men. That is hardcore struggling for Frankie. That's a drop like choke neck. Amazing.
He's up on the top bird, but Leonie standing high.
I think that big Mitsurugi from the top rope was very good.
Slow blows. Slow blows. Last warning.
Mitsurugi. Leonie seems to have taken one. It looks like he's coughing up his chestnuts.
Woo! Beat his ass, Ace.
He's just cheering on. He's laughing. He's going to get in there when somebody's at their weakest point and pin the bastard.
Oh, hey, Ace, hit him again.
We've got some anti-Ace sentiment coming out of the crowd. I don't know why he's become a fan favorite in my eyes. Oh, I don't want to have that kind of size 100 boot right up against my throat.
Oh, I expect there was a kick guard. Look at the kick guard.
He didn't touch it. What are you doing?
Leonie gets the lady.
Hey, Ace.
Oh, I can't believe Ace is alive. Oh, oh. Frankie with the hardcore maneuver with that ladder.
Caught up in the tempo. Leonie's not expecting it.
He rolls backwards half a mile. He's standing on an injured compatriot. That was a suplex, and that was indeed a powerhouse suplex. He raised it to the sky, to the top of the Empire State Building, and straight back to the ground.
Let's continue.
Come on, Leonie! You can still kick his ass! Draven's a pussy!
Draven with the birthmark on the forehead. Taking Leonie to the corner. He looks like Boris Yeltsin. but he's taking it to him hardcore.
And you can tell that these guys are putting in 105,000%. Every inch of their being is getting put into this exhaustive regiment of beatings.
So cold on Leonie. He's down. He's hurt. Looks like he's swallowed water.
He's gasping for breath. He needs some more milk.
Somebody Leonie some milk. You use this without the power of milk. Leonie can't.
He's gripping his back. That's like an iron vice around his spinal column.
You can't win. Just give it up.
It appears to me that Ace has got a lacerated forehead. He's gonna need stitches, or screw that. Ace is too badass to get stitches.
Maybe some butterfly bandages. That'll work.
That was one heck of an over-the-shoulder spin drop. Uh-oh, and Frankie's lining Ace up. The weakened Ace. Ace weakened by the blood loss. What's the problem there?
Mr. Avery has some words over there.
Es.
Ace in the corner taking a chokehold from Leonie. Reversal, Leonie up the corner turnbuckle. Ace coming in. Oh, the scissors! Point nine.
Okay.
Leonie, what's in the top? Draven by the first mark.
Frankie's dominating the whole friggin' ring.
Oh, Draven down!
That was one of those half-side power bombs.
Leonie is the boss, and he's gonna win the belt.
I see blood dripping from the foreheads of everybody except for Frankie Leonie. That might be that.
Frankie!
This match, ladies and gentlemen, these folks are warriors.
Going back.
He's in the Greek underdog.
Draven is fighting back. Oh, that was a big reversal.
Hey, get some heart, picking Draven up. Shot to the face of Ace of Hearts.
Draven, take out the Ace of Hearts!
Back to Draven, right in the shot, kick from the skin guard.
Get up!
Shot from the king guards again. Ace of Hearts kicking Draven in the corner turnbuckle. Back at him, Draven reversal. What's he gonna do? Spin it around, Ace of Hearts. Who got more hurt on that Ace of Hearts and Draven, but Leonie's taking advantage. 1, 2, and they're off. Misbehavior in the ring, practically thrown out by Leon.
Come on,
Leonie grabbing Draven by that $100 hairdo.
Stupid drunk!
Draven off the rope. Leonie, he's up, and Draven's down. Leonie calling for the cry.
Fuck Frankie!
Frankie, the boss Leonie, he's looking tired in the corner. Meanwhile, we got Ace of Hearts standing ringside there, whatever you want to call it. Getting into it. Shot to Leonie! Leonie, more shot! And Ace is taking over this match. Draven looking winded in the corner. Upper up to Leonie. Ace comes over.
He's
Misses with the punch.
Oh my God! That looked like that really hurt, Lance. I'm not much of a man because that Ace just showed me what a man is really being about.
I think Ace might be out of this. He's broken hip from after that.
This is anybody goes right here in California.
Frankie Raven and helping Ace out of the side there. I can't tell which of them is stumbling away.
Seems like misbehavior right ahead. Ooh, more to drink.
Keep it in the corner, misbehavior. Corner.
Leonie's climbing to the top rope.
One more time!
We've never seen him off the top rope like this. Whoa! Yeah! Oh! Reversal! Oh! Now that is some serious abdominal strike coming out of that finger guy.
It's down to Leonie and
Draven, excuse me.
misbehavior is taking Ace out of the ring area. Ace may have a broken pelvis, perhaps crotch area.
His crotch area is definitely indeed shattered into 1,000 pieces.
This is good for him, Leonie. Never know.
Now what's uh-oh.
Draven
Draven's bringing out
pulling
points.
some sort of particle board. Taking over to Leonie.
He needs to show off his blood to all the ladies before he takes it into battle.
Draven taking a victory out here.
And he pulls out the purple sack of Madagascar! My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, we've not seen this yet tonight, but their sack is full of cracks! We're gonna see blood and horrible gore!
That's right, that's right, that's just for telling him manner.
I can't believe what we're about to see here!
Uh-oh.
Draven
Looks like
trying
Frankie's
to
going
take
in it.
Leonie with that studded board. Can you see the action over there?
I can't help you the eyes and ears here, Lance! What we've got here is a board full of attacks and Leonie's about to get power, but no! No! Ace comes in! Ace is the savior of Leonie! Ace comes in with the bat from hell!
Oh, that was a vicious slap!
Frankie yells out, no truth here. Remember those words.
I don't know what's going on here, Lance. These guys are totally losing control.
Guys, I'm supposed to be here for fucking
Understandable.
Leonie, get up! Come on, Leonie!
That was a straight up head driver, straight out of the powerhouse of Ace.
Leonie, kick out!
The foot was on the rope and that count did not count.
Breaking Leonie, Ace apart in the ring. What was that?
That Ace of Hearts.
Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
A couple of repeated shots right to the breadbasket, and then a sweet chamber of chin music.
This Leonie's move. He was supposed to go hardcore here. He got pulled. Ace block, taking his ass off. One.
Oh no! Leonie! You know, Lance, he pulled that one straight out of his soul, straight out of his heart. Oh, the drop legger scissor kick.
The back of those shin guards come down real hard. He got shot from the shirt. I don't know that they'll hurt that much, but it's still a shot.
Whoa, no way! It's the Diamond Dallas cutter! Lance, that was the straight up Diamond Dallas cutter!
Just give up!
Turning!
I haven't seen this kind of freeway action since
He just turned Ace into a liquefied mass of blood and bone.
The belt is yours.
these warriors
gotta
made
wake
out of
up.
straw and sinew. They keep at it all afternoon, that's right. Their bones are made of plastic.
The thing they're dedicated to more than their winning is to pleasing the audience. These people, these wrestlers, put in everything they've got.
Yeah, give it up for the audience.
Yeah.
Come on, audience. Yeah.
Raise it up for these wrestlers. They're putting their bodies on the line. Come on, let them hear it. Give them everything they've got. They're putting everything they've got into this.
Taking them up on the shoulders.
Come on, Draven, take out the
Come on, Drake, I want you to do a big girl. Come on, get down, Lord.
You got that right, Lance, whatever the hell it was you said. That was astonishing. It was a spinning face down buster.
And Draven's back up. Shot to the side of him, taking him out. He puts him out of the ring. Draven's the only man in the ring right now. Technically, he could be the winner. What happened? Frankie and Leonie by the Curlies.
Come on,
And the finish short.
I think it's time that the trash gets taken out.
Leonie's back in the ring. Bringing blood pouring out his mouth.
We've got destructive action in the ring and crazy girl-on-girl drama outside the ring. Nobody wants to see that. It makes everybody uncomfortable. I think I'm hearing shoulder blades splintering under the power of that can.
Draven's got Leonie up against the top turnbuckle, hanging him up, racking him up, grabbing a hold of the steel trap. What's going to happen? What's going to go on this Southern side?
You know, I think this is Draven's key move. The leap from the opposite angle, right to the can kick to the melon.
Draven calling for fan support. I gotta tell you folks, this is probably the best GBHCW wrestling. Taking over, taking Leonie by the arm. I got a feeling it's not the Yoki Gun.
Come on, Leonie.
That guitar shattered all over his face and turned it into toothpicks.
Leonie's down. Leonie's down. Go for one. Go on.
Oh my goodness! And that's it! I can't believe it!
Ace of Hearts taking the championship. I can't believe it.
I can't believe it! That was a terrible, terrifying matchup! There was blood, sweat, and tears!